If a real estate company called you up and said they would give you $1,000 in cash today in exchange for you signing a listing agreement with them, and whenever you are ready to sell, you'll list your home with them? Before you answer, let me give you a few more details on this program that is already here in Washington State. Hi, I'm Francine Viola, Realtor in Olympia, Washington, and over the years, I've seen many real estate companies offer buyers and sellers alternatives to the traditional methods of buying and selling real estate. Some of these alternative business models are far from being consumer-centric, and this latest one falls into that category in my opinion. There is a Florida-based real estate firm that now has an office in Washington State, and they are targeting homeowners. I'm not going to mention them by name, but their pitch is they offer homeowners a small sum of cash today in exchange for signing a listing agreement. Now you may think, what's so bad about that? You get a little cash, anywhere from $300 to $5,000 to do with whatever you want, and when the time comes to sell your home, you just list your house with this company. Here's the catch, because there's always a catch. The firm's listing agreement is for 40 years.
40 years.
For 40 years.
For 40 years?
Yes, 40 years. Would you sign a listing agreement for 40 years? When I go on a listing appointment, I am usually asking anywhere for a 3 to 12 month listing agreement period. And my listing agreement is between me and my firm and the seller, not the property. This firm's listing agreement, on the other hand, is a lien that is put on the property for 40 years. This company does not call it a lien, they call it a memorandum. However, it is a document that is recorded and runs with the land. And it does not go away when the home is sold. It stays with the property for 40 years. So for the next 40 years, this property will only be sold by this firm, and the subsequent homeowners will have no choices in agents or how much they pay in listing fees. Here's how this would play out. The property has this 40-year listing agreement / lien on their home. When the homeowner is ready to sell, they cannot choose their own agent and they cannot negotiate the listing fee. They are to use this firm and the listing agent assigned. If they do not use this company to list and sell their home, then the homeowner will be penalized 3% of the sales price. If the homeowner decides to terminate this listing agreement, the firm will penalize the homeowner 3% of the value of the home. But who's going to determine what the home is worth? You guessed it, this firm will determine how much the home is worth and charge the homeowner 3% of that value. If the homeowner dies, the heirs will only have 10 days to transfer the deal, or they may have to pay the 3% penalty fee if they terminate the listing agreement or sell the property with another firm. I can tell you that when a relative dies, dealing with their real estate within the first 10 days of their death is not the priority. If you do list with this company, this firm will have 6 months to sell your home. If they do not sell your home in 6 months, you can list your home yourself or with another company at the same listing price for 120 days. If your home has not sold in 6 months, then most likely it is a pricing issue. So this company is not even going to allow you to relist your home yourself or with another firm at a more competitive price in order to get it sold. This means your home could be on the market for 10 months and it's overpriced. None of this sounds very customer-centric to me. In fact, it sounds the exact opposite. This firm says they do not telemarket homeowners. However, that's not what the whistleblower said in an interview on one of our local news stations recently. The whistleblower said they were to be aggressive in their approach and that this program was targeted at the elderly and those at lower price points. For people who are financially struggling, these dollars are not a splurge, but are used to pay for basic things like food and gas. On this firm's website, one of the reviewers said, "Today alone allowed me to fill the car with gas and make a monthly payment on our life insurance." The firm says they are not targeting the elderly or certain homeowners, and they are only following up with people who inquire on their website. This is not a traditional listing agreement, but it is totally legal here in Washington. This firm's tactics and its contracts are facing scrutiny. Other states, including Georgia, Florida, and North Carolina, are investigating this firm's actions. To me, this is not a good idea. If this company wants to be the only listing firm in the United States and have real estate domination fine, go for it. But of course, that would destroy any competition and leave no choices for the consumer for the next 40 years. I'm not worried that you will go for this program, but I am worried that your parents or grandparents may sign up for this. Please be aware, pay attention, and ask a lot of questions before accepting a check and thinking there are no strings attached. Take care out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.